Hello, everyone. Welcome back to episode 39 of the Priestess Rise Up transmission. I'm Lisa Espinosa, and I'm here every week to connect with all of you and for us to co create together a beautiful, brave space, a space of courage, a space of love, a space of nurturing, a space of clarity, a space of truth, a space of healing. This is a temple space, really, that we're co creating. And it's so important when we're here on the priestess path. And so, if you're new to my work, I'm a spiritual career coach, I'm a modern day priestess. And what I do is help my clients, my students, anyone who's drawn to my work to fulfill their divine mission. Now, privately, I focus on doing that through your career, but it's really more than that, right? It's really through your life, through how you live your life, through your presence. And so every week we gather together, hello, Roxana, to remember our mission, to receive sustenance, to release what needs to be released, because the world needs your unique soul's medicine. If you look around, you can see, right, that there's so much need. And if you've been following my work, usually I'm here on Wednesdays. I was traveling in Mexico. I arrived this early this week. It was such an amazing trip. And, you know, it was it was multiple layers to that trip to Mexico. It was definitely some research that I had to do. Thank you, Jan. Thank you, Diane. And it was also very much like a spiritual retreat, right? To connect with the land, to connect with myself. It was really the first time I've ever traveled alone. I've traveled alone for work, to be in different events, but just traveled alone for just and not have things to do. Like, there was a few things I had to do, but travel alone just with time for myself. I've never ever done that before. And so it was very powerful to commune with the land, to do some planetary grid work, to visit pyramids, to do a sweat lodge, to go in the many cathedrals that are around this beautiful city where I went, Querétaro, and to really be with myself and my enlightened ancestors, right? Welcoming that medicine. And so when you come back from something like that, that re-entry is quite a thing, right? It's like, and I thought I prepared enough. I had a massage scheduled for myself and an energy healing session, and those were really helpful. But at the same time, it was like feeling how my energy body shifted and expanded when I was in Mexico, how different aspects of it were awakened, and then coming back to Chicago, how my physical body, energetic body, emotional body, mental body, they're all like trying to like integrate all of that, right? So it's been a kind of emotional week for me, and so I'm so happy just to be here with you wherever you are, whether you travel this week or not. There's a lot of energies out there in the world where all of us are so courageous. We're in the front lines of this spiritual awakening, and we need so much support and so much nurturing. And so I would love to see who else is here. Please feel free to share. And I want to, so as I was tuning in, I was really like, okay, what is the focus for today? Because I was really had so many possibilities. And I pulled a card from this beautiful Gods and Guardians deck. And I was so happy to receive Mother Mary Emotional Healing, which is so perfect. I mean, if you've connected to my work, Mother Mary is quite a mentor for me, for so many of us, right? And in Mexico, she is all over. She is like, I felt her so closely. So we're welcoming Mother Mary here to this space. Mother Mary, without that, without those limitations of religion and doctrine, but we really welcome her in this space as a high priestess that she was. She was many things. But in this moment, we welcome her as that high priestess, as that divine mother figure for so many of us, for anyone who's open to that love that she is transmitting always. And she showed me with that card of emotional healing. She was like showing me our emotional body. So if you can think of our aura, and you can think of it the way she was showing it to me. It was like this layer of our aura that is our emotions, our emotional body. And she was saying today in this transmission, it's going to be a time for us to receive healing energy and expansion to our emotional body, almost like receiving this beautiful massage, this beautiful soothing blessing from Mother Mary to our emotional body. And why is that so important? I mean, first of all, of course, that feels really good inside of us. But if you think about any action steps that you're being guided to take, or anything you're experiencing right now in your life, what can make it challenging is all the emotions, all the feelings, right? Anxiety, worry, fear, overwhelm, confusion, all of those things, or even a sense of urgency, or even if it's like low grade anxiety that's just in the background, right? Or self judgment. All of those are lodged in our emotional body. And what Mother Mary, I'm feeling her actually really come very strongly right now saying is that we need a deep cleansing of our emotional body, because if you're here watching this, I know whether you're here live or watching the replay, I know you have been on a long journey of personal healing, right? I absolutely know that. And I know that you've also been sharing your love and your light with the world, whether that's been professionally or personally or both. And so there's many things you've already processed, right? Experiences, challenges. I'm not saying it's over, because as long as we're human, there's always another layer, right? Another layer of healing. But what I'm seeing in this moment is as those old emotions that we used to experience in the past that were very heavy. So for example, for me, I know that for years, many of you have heard me say this, but my prayer as far as like was that I wanted to feel safe. I wasn't asking to feel happy or joyful or prosperous or even peace. I just wanted to feel safe because my life felt so unsafe. That was the thing. And so I've done a lot of healing since then. I've done, my own healing, worked with professionals, done energy work, acupuncture, like everything, everything, everything. And so, of course, my energy body's in a much, much more healed place. And yet, there's always another layer. And another layer comes forward when we're getting ready to take that next leap, right? That next quantum leap in understanding, that next leap in self compassion, that next leap in leadership. And so that's what's happening for so many of us, that these imprints of old emotions can get retriggered. And so Mother Mary is here to let us know that when we step into our ceremonial space, into our meditative space, we're going to receive just this beautiful blessing, like a healing balm. And what I'm remembering is when I was in the Temazcal, which is uh, the word that you can think of it as a sweat lodge that was in like Mesoamerica, including Mexico. And so some of you might have seen the pictures on Facebook or Instagram that I posted where I was in the Temazcal. And so and I was there by myself. That's the first time I've ever experienced that. I've been in sweat lodges before, but it's always been with a group of people. This was just like my own experience. And of course, there was the husband and wife, the couple who were, of course, monitoring and there in case I needed anything, but they were outside of the Temazcal. And so when you're inside, there's these very hot stones, and you have this delicious, amazing, natural tea that's there. And then there's water that you can use to toss on the hot stones to get all this hot vapor to go in the sweat lodge. And then there's all these beautiful herbs on the ground. I mean, it's the most amazing experience. And then they also bring you all these aloe leaves, aloe vera. And they're cut in half so that you can put the if you've ever had an aloe, you've seen the little, it's like slimy gel, and they give you those so that during the temazcal, when you're in there, you can take that and rub it on your body, and you rub it on your hair, and you rub it anywhere to protect your skin. It's the most amazing experience. It feels very, you're just really in communion with the earth. So I'm bringing that up because what I'm hearing is that that's when we step into this meditation, the ceremony, it's like we're going to be receiving the sacred aloe from Mother Mary, right? That she's going to bring the soothing, crystalline, pristine aloe over our emotional body to help to dissolve any imprints from trauma and wounding, and some emotions that I'm hearing have become habits almost. So like for me, the emotion of anxiety, I felt it for so long. I mean, I felt it as a child, I felt it as a kindergartner in school. I have very clear memories of feeling anxious in when I was 5. So that's been an emotion that I have felt for such a long time that my emotional body almost has like a habitual, like that's like an easy place for it to go because it's been experienced so much. Now through all the healing that I've done, it's better. But Mother Mary's saying here, not just for me, but for all of us, that we're gonna step into, oh, okay, she's saying we're gonna step into a cosmic temazcal, right? A cosmic sweat lodge. We're not gonna sweat. Well, maybe some of you might sweat, but we're gonna go into this beautiful temazcal with Mother Mary as the facilitator to help. And I remember when I was in this temazcal, and the heat was going, and if it gets too warm, you can lie down on the ground or you can lie down on the upper bench if you want more heat. You're really staying present and tuned in. And when the steam was going, I was seeing that it was almost like there was such an ancestral healing to the depths of my bone marrow, right? That my bone, it was almost like when I would see the steam, it was like representing these old burdens just lifting off from my bone marrow, just like lifting off, and the earth taking them, the great mother. Right. So that's what we're going to do. So, whatever, and you don't have to control it. You don't have to know or analyze. In fact, analyzing and needing to understand are the things that get in the way. That's like our egoic mind. So I invite you to, and it's normal because we're human that we want to understand, but send those parts of you compassion. And we're just going to invite just this openness and trust of your higher self, your soul. It's not me who's going to decide what you heal. It's not Mother Mary who's going to decide. Mother Mary is here, like, as all ascended masters are, in honor of your journey, in honor of your path, in honor of your destiny, right? The promise you made to yourself about your mission in this lifetime. So this isn't about pleasing me or Mother Mary or anyone else. This is your time that we together enter this cosmic temazcal, and your higher self, your soul that knows exactly what you need, knows exactly what healing you're ready for, knows exactly all the details of your life. So you want to remember that. And so I'm being guided to share a few little basics here just to remind everyone, remind us all. And I do want to say, I wrote down the dates, March 29th, 30, and 31. I'm having a free 3-day event here on YouTube Live and Facebook Live, a soul immersion. And it's gonna be amazing. It really is. So mark your calendar because it would be wonderful if you can attend live. And if you can't attend live, of course, the replay will be available. But it's a soul immersion. We're going to immerse ourselves. So right now, I'm just going to give a little bit of basics because this will be helpful when we enter the temazcal. For you to remember, when I use the word soul and I use the word higher self, I'm using those words interchangeably for now. So I'm not going to get too caught up in the architecture of that. Okay, so your soul is your true essence, is who you really are, is that essence of you that's eternally connected to the divine. And your soul loves you unconditionally. Please take that in. That's something we have to hear over and over and over and over because our human mind can't comprehend it. That your soul loves you unconditionally now, Not later when you have it all figured out, not later when you don't get anxious anymore, not later when you fulfill your divine mission. Now and every moment, your soul loves you unconditionally. Your soul also knows the details of your life, right? Your soul knows what are the struggles that you're facing, or your schedule, knows all of that. So when I say that your soul is in charge, sometimes what I've discovered, and I used to have this fear as well, and I really think it's religious programming that does this to us. I would see that my clients would be scared, like, oh, what if my soul is mad at me? Or what if my soul wants me to do this thing that I'm not ready to do? Or what if my soul, is disappointed? Or all these things, like projecting all these human things onto our soul. And I want you to remember, as we prepare to enter this temazcal, and I keep using that word, that's the word, the indigenous word for sweat lodge in Mexico and other um, similar areas. When we enter the temazcal and we're saying that your soul is in charge, you are saying that that part of you that loves you unconditionally, that knows exactly what you need, that would never harm you, that would never rush you or lead you to do something that is not for your highest good, that knows exactly what you're prepared for, what you're ready for. That's what we're saying. So that's why I can facilitate these ceremonies, because it's not me. I'm not deciding, oh, this person needs this, that person needs that. I'm trusting both my soul, I'm trusting your soul, I'm trusting the oversoul that gets created from all of us here, not just here live, but here who watch the replay, that there is a higher guidance, a higher wisdom. My role is to continue to show up and to continue to do my inner work so that I can continue to facilitate, so that I can continue to be, so that I can become more and more of an open channel for these blessings and miracles. And it's the same thing that is being asked of you. It's not just me. It's like all of us are being asked to be these vessels, these channels of grace and healing for the world. And so I didn't know we're going to go into a cosmic temazcal today, but I'm excited. So we're going to do that. And so I invite you, and I want to say, I'm hearing as well, on March 22nd is the Mother Mary Planetary Healing class. It's all about spring equinox or equinox blessings. And I know there's going to be an even more in-depth temazcal experience then. So if you're interested in that, please sign up for that. It's March 22nd. It's $33. It is recorded. It's an hour long healing and activation. So let's go ahead and begin. I'm just gonna bring both my legs. I was sitting like in green Tara pose, but now I'm sitting like this. And I don't know if you can see, I'm wearing my angel wings. My angel wings, and actually also this, I bought very few things when I went to Mexico. I think I bought 2 things. I mean, aside from food and stuff like that. And this is like, you can't see it, but I'll show it close up another day. It was made by a local artist in Mexico, and it's a Guadalupe engraved in mother of pearl. So it's like pearl and little pearls around it. It was so, I love Our Lady of Guadalupe. And every time I find a unique piece, like this was calling to me. And so I love that. That's those pearls of wisdom, right? That Mother Mary helps us to excavate. And so I was guided to wear it today. And it makes total sense because it holds the energy of not only of Guadalupe, but of Mexico and of that experience of the Temazcal. And so let's all of us take a few cleansing breaths. And as you do that, just bring your awareness for a moment to your hips and your pelvis, your knees, ankles, and feet. And let your higher self, let your soul direct your roots down your legs, out the bottoms of your feet, deep into the heart of the earth. And your soul knows exactly how to do this so that you are so connected and grounded to the earth. And whatever your ancestral land is, it might be here in the United States, it might be somewhere in Europe or Latin America or wherever it is, or even maybe you don't know, but let your soul connect your roots to an ancestral homeland that is here to support you today. And again, you don't need to analyze, your soul knows, so just let that happen. And so as that happens now, it's so beautiful. All of us here live and all of you watching the replay, you're all bringing forth medicine from your ancestral land. And so breathing in that earth energy, let it move up your legs, up your back, all the way to the crown of your head. And you're very present. And you can bring the palms of your hands over your heart center, or you can just bring your awareness there, whatever feels right for you today. And if it feels right, you close your eyes or focus on something in front of you. And bring your awareness to the chambers of your heart. And at your heart, this beautiful fire lights up, this flame, this orange flame that doesn't burn you, doesn't hurt you. It's illuminating you. And it illuminates a path that descends, that expands, radiates from your heart out in front of you. And you see before you this beautiful path. It's a path in nature. There's beautiful flowers. There's beautiful greenery. And you're walking down this path, through this path, and you come to this beautiful circular structure that is known as a temazcal, or sweat lodge in English, if you want to use that word. And it's this circular structure with a small entryway. And as you look at it, you feel this beautiful welcoming energy. And as you tune into that welcoming energy, you notice that the form of Mother Mary has appeared. And she's standing there at the entryway, and she's saying that she prepared this temazcal just for you, for all of us. And so she stands there, and the entrance has like a beautiful cloth covering. There isn't a door. There's a beautiful cloth, like in Spanish you would say a gavan, like a kind of indigenous looking cloth. And Mother Mary lifts it up, and she welcomes you to step forward to this beautiful temazcal, this beautiful sweat lodge that has been created for you, this cosmic sweat lodge. And if you choose to, you step in. And as you step inside, you notice these beautiful herbs on the ground. The ground feels very nice and cool. And engraved in the walls are beautiful symbols that are meaningful to you. Maybe you don't know yet the meaning, but they were carved just for you. So notice, what do you notice about the symbols? What do they look like? Maybe there's geometric symbols, maybe there's animals. You know, when in my temazcal, there was a beautiful dragon engraved in the walls. So just notice, maybe I'm seeing some hummingbirds for some of you, dolphins, horses, stars, spirals. suns, moons, just notice. And so you're there and you find this beautiful spot on the ground to sit. And the interesting thing about the Temazcal is that it can look small on the outside, but when you step inside, it's so spacious. Like above you, it's like this dome and it's this spaciousness. So you feel very safe. And as you sit there, in front of you are, just like in my Temazcal, there's two, trying to think of the words in Spanish, but you can just think of them as two clay pots. And one of them, Mother Mary has stepped in. One of them is this beautiful celestial drink that your higher self and Mother Mary and your angels and all the beings that love you, your enlightened ancestors, has prepared just for you. And so you are handed this beautiful cup and invited to drink from this beautiful cup, from this beautiful drink. And as you do that, that beautiful, soothing liquid moves through your body, and your body feels so hydrated. And this is important because you're being prepared for the dissolution, the evaporating energy of those emotions that do not serve you. So you're drinking that water, you're being fully hydrated. And then, just like I mentioned before, now you're also handed these beautiful aloe vera leaves with this beautiful, they're cut in half, and there's um, this beautiful, like, jam of aloe, right? It's clear, it's transparent. And you take that and you're rubbing that over your face, over your body. And again, this is all being done so lovingly, preparing you for this, because it's keeping giving me the word that these emotions will evaporate in the Temazcal. These emotions that do not serve you anymore, this heaviness. And so rubbing that aloe through your body, remember that this is a cosmic Temazcal. So unlike the physical Temazcal, here there's no limitations, right? If you suddenly need more, more appears. So just let yourself very soothingly, as we call on the energy of that beautiful plant, the aloe plant, the cosmic energy of the aloe plant that is being rubbing it all over your body, perhaps on your hair as well. And now as you sit there, that other clay pot, which just holds water, Mother Mary is there with you, and she takes a cup of that water. And you know that what she's going to do now, she's going to toss that water into the hot stones. There's a little vessel for hot stones on the corner. But she's first looking at you with so much love. And she's inviting you, as your higher self is as well, to tune into your heart and notice what heavy emotions are ready to evaporate. What emotions have plagued you? And that now there is this invitation for those to dissolve, for the heaviness of them to be dislodged. What heavy emotions? Anxiety, fear, self-doubt, self-judgment, shame, never-ending grief, blame, guilt, urgency, rushing, confusion, disassociation, whatever they are, just notice. And this can also happen without your understanding, as I said. So if nothing comes to mind, that's okay. Your higher self is going to know what it is. And so now Mother Mary has that water and she sprinkles it on those hot stones. And as it happens, this beautiful, holy steam rises up. And as that rises up, your enlightened ancestors are here helping those emotions that have been heavy on you to rise up, and they're released with that steam out that little window. There's this little window, and they're released. And so Mother Mary does that a few more times. She takes that water, she pours it, and there's more steam. And as more steam rises up, those emotions that need to evaporate are rising up. Whatever has been plaguing you, my daughter, she says, my son, my child. And so she does that a few more times. And again, that steam, that holy steam that doesn't burn but cleanses, is just lifting off, clearing your emotional body. Clearing your emotional body. And one more time, she does that, tosses that water into the hot stones, and more steam comes out. And again, this final cleansing of your emotional body. And as that happens, feel the cool ground, feel the aloe helping to transmute everything safely. And Mother Mary comes behind you and she places her hands on the crown of your head. And she's just whispering this beautiful blessing onto you, onto each of us. It's this blessing that you no longer need to carry these ancestral emotions that do not serve you. He's saying that's not how you need to show your loyalty or devotion. They can be released now. And so we're just going to sit in silence for a few moments as the steam completely dissolves, feeling the beautiful, cool plants and leaves and branches that are on the ground, smelling the sweet scent of lemongrass and guayaba leaves. And your higher self integrates this powerful healing across all four levels of your being. So, not just your emotional body, but also your mental, physical body, spiritual body, across all dimensions of time. And as that happens, the beautiful Temazcal, we give thanks to all of the earth elements that were here supporting this expansion. We give thanks to Mother Mary, and she thanks you for your courage. Your higher self thanks you, and the Temazcal dissolves into light. And you walk back on that path, back towards your heart, and you're in your body, in your heart. You're back present in your, wherever you are, your home, your office. You feel those roots that were connected to the earth. Feel how they are keeping you grounded and safe and present. And with some deep breaths, we bring the palms of our hands together and we bow to each other and our own heart. And we end this beautiful journey with a namaste. Namaste, everyone. And if you have water nearby and you want to drink some water, feel free to do that. I am really amazed that we just did that. We just entered at the Temazcal, and when I was there, I was like, oh my gosh, I want to lead retreats here and bring people. And so I still want to do that because that'll be cool to do it physically and in person. But how beautiful that we were given this opportunity to do it cosmically like this as well. So please feel free to share any of your experience. If there was any carvings on the Temazcal or any messages that came to you. I definitely, saw. I mean, I saw the Temazcal I attended, but I was also seeing for all of you like different. Like I was seeing a lot of hummingbirds, but also just different symbols and just that deep smoke coming out of our bones, basically our bone marrow, right? Those old emotions that do not serve us. So I'm going to pull a card. Oh, thank you, Jill. Yes, yes, absolutely. So I'm going to pull a card, and I'm going to pull, you know what? I'm going to pull a card for each of you. So, I mean, unless you don't want me to, we have to go do that. I really honor people's sovereignty, and I absolutely do not want to assume. Makes it a little complicated here because I don't see you, and there's like a delay. But if you would like me to, oh my gosh, they're already jumping out. If you would like me to pull a card for you from the Soulful Woman deck, just put yes on there, and I'll pull a card for you. This is going to be like speed oracle card. Thank you, Destiny. And this is going to be an extension of the Temazcal experience, right? Like it's like what the Temazcal is like a womb, and when we come out of the womb, we're reborn. There is a rebirth that happens. So that's what I feel this card is like. What is being rebirthed in you? Okay, we're gonna do that. And okay, I'm seeing Jill. Okay, that's where the first yes I see. So okay, Jill. So you heard the question, everybody. What is being rebirthed through this Temazcal experience? Jill. In the flow, number 29. When I am in the flow, magic happens. I'm not going to channel messages because that would take forever, but you guys read that. Beautiful. In the March 22nd class, we'll have a chance to go deeper in this, right? That equinox blessings with Mother Mary. I know, Jan, you said yes as well. Appreciating the good that exists in my here and now expands my awareness to all that is good in the universe. Number 25. Oh, Jill, sorry I didn't say the number for you, but I know you have this deck. Number 25. Look at that. Catherine. Number 6, self-belief. Self-belief is the magic key that opens up a better, more inspired future for me. Well, Diane, I feel like wouldn't it be awesome if we could all find these like clothes that they're wearing in these cards? It's like I want to wear that. Diane, okay. Oh gosh. Love-based reality. Number 1, I am soul nurtured when I surround myself with friends and family who support a love-based reality. Roxana. In the flow is back. Number 29. When I am in the flow, magic happens. Wait. Destiny. Sanctuary. Number 17. In my inner sanctuary, I connect to peace, inner quietude, and comfort. Beautiful. Tiger SD. Yes. Right. Wow. Third time in the flow, number 29. When I'm in the flow, magic happens. There you go. I think I might have gotten everyone. I think Angie, you might be the only one I haven't gotten. Okay, Angie. And then I'm going to pull one just for everyone who's watching the replay. Angie. Guess what it is, Angie? In the flow, number 29. When I'm in the flow, magic happens. Oh, Susan, I see yours. Let's see. Susan. Divine patience. My soul brings forth the right conditions and opportunities for me. The best answers and solutions are delivered at the best times. Number 46. All right, so let me just do one for the group, all of you watching the replay, and then we are done. Okay, everyone. This is like for everyone here live, everyone watching the replay. What is the message? What is being rebirthed? Okay. The flow of partnership, the ebb and flow of relationship takes me where I need to be next on my path. I'm just going to say quickly, I'm really seeing like, ooh, who are you wanting to attract in your life? Clients, students, partnerships, romantic partnerships, career sponsors, whatever it is, this is saying they're coming, open up. All right, have a wonderful weekend, everyone. I will be back on Wednesday. Our regular time is back in session, Wednesdays at 2:30 Central. I will see you next week. And also Mother Mary Spring Equinox Blessings, March 22nd. And then the 3-day free event, Soul Immersion for Career Success, March 29th to 31st. All right, bye, everyone. Have a great weekend. Thank you, everyone. Lots of love.